Shay the last few years, so thank you.
And you guys have done a great job. Does anybody have any questions?
Just to be the stick in the mud, the insurance.
Insurance is on the way.
Oh.
Like always, it's
Yeah.
it's in the works, but
All right.
it'll be filed before the actual event.
Okay.
Okay. Then I need a motion to approve the event to be held Saturday, June 6, 2015, beginning at 8 o'clock a.m., and to approve the route and requests for closing and restricted traffic and no parking on certain streets relating to Chapter 69 parking regulations, Section 69.06, parking prohibited, and to waive compliance with regulations relating to Chapter 60, administration of Traffic Code Section 60.08, parade regulations.
So moved.
Motion by Holland, seconded by Brown. We don't need a roll call on this. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Good luck. That's our day for our cleanup too, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, that just.
Maybe they could gather things on the routes. That might help. Okay, next I have a resolution awarding the sale of 2.2 million GO corporate purpose bonds. Maggie, would you like to come forward?
Thank you very much, Mayor. Maggie Berger with Spear Financial. I have set in front of you a letter with information tonight, so I'm going to walk you right through that letter if I may. I had the opportunity to come over from 10:30 to 11 today. Was in Barb's office watching the bids come in. They come in electronically now. And so we were watching those bids come in on our auction website, just so everybody knows. We here in the City Hall and at our office at Spear can see the bids coming in and what the interest rates are. All of the bidders that are bidding, it is closed to them. So all they are seeing that their bids are submitted. They don't know where they stand in place or who else is bidding, what the interest rates are. They just see that they've submitted their bid. So as you can see from the front of the letter, we will be recommending that the city award $2,200,000 of general obligation corporate purpose and refunding bonds, Series 2015A, to Northland Securities of Minneapolis, Minnesota, at a price of $2,217,000. So if that makes sense to you, they're going to pay you a premium to get these bonds. Basically, they wanted a little higher interest rates, and we'll show you. So to net it all out, they're going to pay you a premium. This is good for you because you're not only getting the $17,000, but we were talking about 0.8%, which is right around $26,000. You were going to be giving them that as well if they wanted it. So now that's put probably $45,000 in your pocket to use either on these projects, use on the future projects, buy down the bonding that we're going to do with the second. This is the interest. We've been seeing premiums bid, and so we really were not surprised by the premium situation today. But we will be recommending the low bid from Northland Securities of 1.9080. I will remind you, under state law for the city of, or for the state of Iowa, you must accept the low bid or reject all bids and start the process over. So there is no local preferential like there is on construction or equipment purchases. So with that, I would turn to page 2. We will show you how the bids came in. We have Northland Securities there at the top with a price of 100.794, meaning that they bid just that premium. Their interest rates range from a 2% down to a 2.25%. This is very low for 10 years. We started out watching the last bid. D.A. Davidson came in. They were the first ones on the auction page. They were the first ones to submit a bid, and we were like, yes, 2.11. We were quoting somewhere around 2.58, and they just kept getting lower. And so it was fantastic. The mayor and Al and Barb and I were all standing there kind of watching this, and they just kept getting better. But as you can see, we really do know where the market is. We have a 1.9, a 1.91, and a 1.92. Those top three bidders were 1 basis point off of each other. But as you can see, the net interest is $253,000. So on $2.2 million, if you hold it to maturity, you'll pay $253,000 in interest. See that to the high bid of $283, and you're talking $30,000. That's a small portion of your project. That's something that, you know, that's money in your pocket. Again, that's why we like to do the competitive bidding. I do want to note that Bankers Bank and UMB Bank both had local financial institutions bidding with them. You notice under theirs we had Security State Bank, we had Bank Iowa. I can tell you Northland will probably be reaching out to all of your local banking facilities and financial institutions and offering them, saying, we've
Good.
bought the deal and we're offering you some of this. Northland typically does do that, so I have a feeling they'll be doing that. If you flip to the third page, this is the final debt service schedule. So this is what it looks like. We've drawn the call line in there. I'll remind you that's when the bonds can be refunded. Anything before that, you would just hold on to the money and then call them, redeem them in whole or part after that. The next page back is the new money. We had new money and we had refunding in these bonds. So we've got our new money schedule at $1,955,000. That will be for the projects that we had presented you at the $2.2 million, and we can always get you a list of that if you need to see that again. Then the next page back, there's some highlights on that. This is what the 2007 bond looked like that remains. Your interest rates range from a 3.6 down to a 3.7. 3 years remain on this interest payment or on these payments. This was the library bonds of 07. We flipped to the new page, and we've now refunded those library bonds out as part of this issue. And you can see we've not taken that out any longer than the set maturity. And now those interest rates are at 2% instead of the 3.6 to 3.7. And then the very final page of this shows you your savings. It's $8,704 of net present value, which is the second number now there. That is net of all the cost of issuance. We actually were only anticipating probably somewhere about $7,500 of savings. So the $8,700 is a little more than we were anticipating, which is fantastic. We were actually able to size down the bond, that portion of the bond, because they bid the premium. That means